Chapters 21 through 24 of the Gospel according to Luke, from the American Bible Union's New Testament. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Mark Penfold. Chapters 21 through 24 of the Gospel according to Luke. Chapter 21. And looking up, he saw the rich men casting their gifts into the treasury. And he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither 2 mites. And he said, Of a truth I say to you, that this poor widow cast in more than all. For all these out of their abundance cast into the offerings, but she out of her want cast in all the living that she had. And as some were saying of the temple, that it has been adorned with beautiful stones and offerings, he said, As for these things which ye behold, days will come in when there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And they asked him, saying, Teacher, when therefore will these things be? And what will be the sign when these things are about to come to pass? And he said, Take heed that ye be not led astray, for many will come in my name, saying, I am he, and the time is at hand. Go not after them. And when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not immediately. Then he said to them, Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there will be great earthquakes, and in divers places famines and pestilences. And there will be great portents and signs from heaven. And before all these they will lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up into synagogues and prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn out to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay or withstand. And ye will be delivered up both by parents, and brothers, and kindred, and friends. And some of you they will cause to be put to death. And ye will be hated by all for my name's sake. And there shall not a hair of your head perish. In your patience possess your souls. And when ye shall see Jerusalem encompassed by armies, then know that its desolation is at hand. Then let those in Judea flee into the mountains, and let those in the midst of it depart out, and let those in the fields not enter into it. Because these are the days of vengeance, that all the things which are written may be fulfilled. Woe to those who are with child, and to those who give suck in those days! For there shall be great distress upon the land, and wrath to this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all the nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down by the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles shall be fulfilled. And there shall be signs in the sun, and moon, and stars, and on the earth distress of nations, in perplexity for the roaring of the sea and waves, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking for those things that are coming on the world. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption is drawing nigh. And he spoke to them a parable. Behold the fig tree and all the trees. When they already shoot forth, seeing it, ye know of yourselves that the summer is already near. So also ye, when ye see these things coming to pass, know that the kingdom of God is near. Verily I say to you, this generation shall not pass away, till all shall have come to pass. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting, and drunkenness, and cares of this life, and that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all that dwell on the face of the whole earth. And watch, in every time praying that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. And in the daytime he was teaching in the temple, and at night he went out and abode in the mount that is called Olivet. And all the people came early in the morning to him in the temple to hear him. Chapter 22. Now the feast of unleavened bread was drawing near, which is called the Passover. And the chief priests and the scribes were seeking how they might kill him, for they feared the people. And Satan entered into Judas, called Iscariot, being of the number of the 12. And he went away and consulted with the chief priests and captains how he might deliver him up to them. And they were glad and covenanted to give him money. And he promised and sought opportunity to deliver him up to them in the absence of the multitude. And the day of unleavened bread came, when the Passover must be killed. And he sent away Peter and John, saying, Go, and prepare us the Passover, that we may eat it. And they said to him, Where wilt thou that we prepare? And he said to them, Behold, when ye have entered into the city, there will meet you a man bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he enters in. And ye shall say to the master of the house, The teacher says to thee, Where is the guest chamber, where I may eat the Passover with my disciples? And he will show you a large upper room, furnished. There make ready. And they went away, and found as he had said to them, and they made ready the Passover. And when the hour came, he reclined at table, and the apostles with him. And he said to them, I earnestly desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. For I say to you, I shall eat of it no more until it be fulfilled in the kingdom of God. And having received a cup, he gave thanks, and said, Take this and divide it among yourselves. For I say to you, I will not drink of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God shall come. And taking a loaf, he gave thanks, and broke it, and gave to them, saying, This is my body, which is given for you. This do in remembrance of me. And the cup in like manner, after supper, saying, This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is shed for you. But behold, the hand of him that betrays me is with me on the table. For the Son of Man indeed goes as it was determined, but woe to that man by whom he is betrayed. And they began to inquire among themselves, who then it might be that should do this thing. And there arose also a contention among them, which of them should be accounted the greatest. And he said to them, The kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and they who exercise authority over them are called benefactors. But ye are not so. But let the greatest among you become as the younger, and he that is chief as he that serves. For which is greater, he that reclines at table, or he that serves? Is not he that reclines at table? But I am in the midst of you as he that serves. Ye are they who have continued with me in my temptations, and I appoint to you a kingdom as my Father appointed to me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom. And ye shall sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan asked for you, to sift as the wheat. But I prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and thou, when thou hast turned, strengthen thy brethren. And he said to him, Lord, I am ready to go with thee both to prison and to death. And he said, I say to thee, Peter, a cock will not crow this day, till thou shalt thrice deny that thou knowest me. And he said to them, When I sent you without purse and bag and sandals, lacked ye anything? And they said, Nothing. Therefore said he to them, But now, he that has a purse, let him take it, and likewise a bag. And he that has not, let him sell his garment, and buy a sword. For I say to you, that yet this which is written must be accomplished in me. And he was reckoned among transgressors, for the things concerning me have an end. And they said, Lord, behold, here are 2 swords. And he said, It is enough. And going out, he went as he was wont to the Mount of the Olives, and his disciples also followed him. And when he was at the place, he said to them, Pray that ye enter not into temptation. And he withdrew from them about a stone's throw, and kneeling down, he prayed, saying,